This movie gets 3.5 bananas out of 5 according to the NoMoreStinkyMonkeys.com website. Every now and then a movie magazine tries to throw dirt on the simple action thriller. The days of Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and Jean-Claude Van Damme seem to have passed us by. Now we want our thrills to come from comic book heroes with lots of green screen technology. But French writer-director Luc Besson knows different. He's built an amazing career over the last 15 years, giving us the sort of straightforward action thrills that were once the bread and butter of Hollywood in the 1980s. Starting from La Femme Nikita and The Professional, through the better Jet Li movies and the Transporter series, he understands that the plot has to draw you in, but it doesn't have to be Hitchcock, as long as the action is filmed clearly and edited quickly. Mix in a heavy dose of martial arts up against knives and axes, and add in some propulsive Euro tech music, and you have yourself a box office smash. What Besson is right and Hollywood gets wrong is in limiting the gunfights and explosions and concentrating on the hand-to-hand. The Bourne Identity films understand this and use it to maximum effect. Now we have a new action hero on the block, and what an unlikely actor to play him. Liam Neeson. Neeson was being groomed for the Daniel Day-Lewis parts for years, working in highbrow affairs like Schindler's List, Nell, and Rob Roy. But once he put on the Jedi robes in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, you could see he had the moves to be a top-flight action star. Remember, this is the man who trained Batman to fight in Batman Begins. Somewhere along the way, this Laurence Olivier type took karate lessons. His melodious Irish brogue helps him get parts as Priest and the Line in Narnia, but his ass-kicking skills can get him parts in Hollywood blockbusters. Here he plays Brian Mills, one of those former CIA special ops guys who all seem to be out of work in modern movies. He has devoted his life to his career but stolen it away from his family along the way, and now he's paying the price. Now retired and living in Los Angeles, his wife has left him and hates him, making him feel like shit at his daughter's birthday party. And his 17-year-old daughter loves him but feels she has to lie to him to get her way. And her way in this case is permission to spend the summer in Paris with a friend and her family. Mills knows the world is not as safe as travel agents would let you believe, but okays it to stay on his daughter's good side. Unfortunately, the naive young girl and her friend are almost immediately kidnapped the moment they get off the plane. Fortunately, Mills is able to hear the abduction take place over his daughter's cell phone and have pieces of the mystery in his hands as he heads off to Paris. You can quibble with plot holes, but you'd lose the overall feeling of the film. This movie is kick-ass in the way the old Lethal Weapons and Die Hards were. There is some humor, but the tone is decidedly more serious since the film studies the degradation of the white slave market. Yes, the horror his daughter faces is of being forced into drug-induced prostitution by some Albanian cartel. It's a horrible life, and this film reveals that, making you hope that Mills not only saves his daughter, but all the girls in the movie. His lack of fear is expected, but it's his cool way he keeps his head, even though it's personal that alarms you here. He tells his daughter on the phone straight out, "You will be abducted, but drop the phone and scream every detail you can about the bad guys before they drag you away. It's imperative." His calm unnerves you. Bruce Willis remade himself into an action star with some acting skills, but Liam Neeson could be a great action star with Oscar-caliber acting skills. If he goes this route, I'd let Luc Besson be his mentor. Look what Besson did for Jason Statham. Au revoir from the Fred there.